Laziness is rarely loud. It does not burst into our lives with chaos or disaster. It arrives quietly, almost politely. It sits beside us and whispers, "Rest a little longer." It smiles and promises that tomorrow will be easier. It reassures us that there is still time. And because it speaks so gently, we listen. Days slip by, then weeks, then years, and one day we look back and realize that nothing terrible ever happened, yet nothing meaningful ever truly began. This is a story about that kind of waiting, the kind that feels safe, the kind that slowly steals a life. This is the story of a man who believed change would arrive on its own, until one journey forced him to face the truth he had avoided for far too long. In a quiet village surrounded by wide grasslands and distant hills, there lived a young man named Liam. The village moved with a gentle rhythm at dawn, thin streams of smoke rising from kitchen fires as families prepared for the day. Farmers stepped onto dirt paths with steady purpose, while shopkeepers lifted wooden doors and swept dust from their thresholds. Children laughed as they chased one another between houses, their voices bright in the morning air. Everyone moved. Everyone had somewhere to be. Everyone except Liam. Liam was not sick. He was not weak. He was not unlucky. He was young, strong, and capable. Yet most mornings, while the village came alive, Liam lay beneath an old fig tree near his home, hands folded behind his head, watching clouds drift slowly across the sky. He told himself he was thinking, planning, waiting for the right moment. But deep down, he knew the truth. He was avoiding life. Liam often imagined a future far different from his present. In his thoughts, he lived in a spacious home with clean walls and open windows. He wore fine clothes and spoke with confidence. When he talked, people listened and they respected him. In those dreams, life felt easy, effortless, certain. But when evening came and the village lights dimmed, those dreams dissolved into silence. He saw his old friends returning home tired but fulfilled. He watched younger men take on responsibilities he had quietly avoided. He noticed how elders no longer scolded him. They simply stopped expecting anything at all. That hurt the most. Not anger, not criticism, but quiet disappointment. At night, lying awake on his thin mat, Liam asked himself questions he never spoke aloud. Why am I still here? Why do I keep waiting? What am I afraid of losing? Yet when morning returned, so did the habit of delay. Tomorrow, he promised himself. Tomorrow. One afternoon, the village gathered near the central well, voices buzzing with excitement as news spread quickly. Emma, a woman Liam had loved silently for years, was getting married not to him but to a trader from a nearby town. The announcement struck Liam harder than he expected. He stood at the edge of the crowd, listening as people spoke her name with happiness and approval. Some glanced at him with sympathy. Others did not bother hiding their judgment. No one needed to say it aloud. Liam understood. He had waited too long, and while he waited, life had moved forward without him. That evening, as the sky burned orange and gold, Liam walked alone beyond the village, his chest feeling tight. His dreams suddenly felt foolish, almost embarrassing. For the first time, he asked himself a question he could no longer escape. If nothing changes, will my life always feel like this? As he stood there, lost in thought, an elderly man approached along the narrow path. His name was Mr. Rowan. He was known throughout the village not for wealth or power, but for his presence. He spoke little, but when he did, people listened. Without fully knowing why, Liam turned toward him and words poured out. He spoke of his frustration, his shame, his fear of wasting his life. He admitted something he had never said before. "I don't want to live like this anymore," he said quietly, "but I don't know how to change." Mr. Rowan studied him for a long moment. Then he spoke. "Those who truly change do not wait for motivation. They move first. Clarity comes later." He told Liam to come to his home in 3 days, to bring food, and to be prepared for a difficult journey if he was serious. Hope flickered inside Liam. For the first time in a long while, something felt possible. Yet over the next 3 days, something strange happened. Liam prepared, but not fully. He packed slowly. He slept late. He told himself he still had time, even now, with change so close as old habits clung tightly. On the third morning, he finally left. When Liam reached Mr. Rowan's home, the old man pointed toward a distant mountain barely visible against the horizon. Beyond that mountain, he said, is a place where many believe laziness can be cured. There was a cave on the far side, and inside it, a small box containing 2 stones. But there was a condition. Another young man had already left to find it. If you want the cure, Mr. Rowan said calmly, you must reach the cave first. For the first time in Liam's life, delay had a cost. Fear stirred inside him. So did urgency. When he reached a wide river, he saw a ferryman slowly guiding his boat across. In the past, Liam would have waited. Instead, he grabbed a pair of old oars and pushed himself forward. His arms burned. His breath came fast. But when he reached the opposite shore, something surprised him. He felt alive. The path grew steeper, the days longer. His legs ached and hunger gnawed at him. Several times he considered stopping, but one thought stayed with him. There is no replacement for effort. Step by step, his body adjusted, and his mind grew sharper. After days of relentless movement, he reached the cave. The box was there. Inside, 2 stones, one red, one blue. He held them, not with exhaustion, but with pride. When Liam returned and handed the box to Mr. Rowan, his heart raced. How do they work? He asked. Mr. Rowan smiled, picked up one stone and swallowed it. It helps my joints, he said simply. Then he looked at Liam. The cure was never in the stones. It was in what you did to reach them. Something shifted inside Liam. He had moved with urgency, endured discomfort, finished what he started. When he asked about the other young man, Mr. Rowan laughed softly. There was no one else, he said. I only needed you to believe there was. No miracle had saved Liam. He had saved himself. From that day on, life changed. Not overnight, not magically, but steadily. Liam worked. He failed. He learned. Respect replaced ridicule. Confidence replaced regret. Years later, he became one of the most respected men in the village, not because he was gifted, but because he understood something most never do. Destiny is shaped by what we do consistently, not by what we wish occasionally. Every moment matters. Every delay has a cost. Every small action builds momentum. Stop waiting for the perfect moment. Start creating movement. If you enjoyed this story, please like, share, and subscribe to support more meaningful stories like this. Thank you for listening. Thank you for your time, and I wish you clarity, strength, and courage on your journey forward.